Hi, fellow Webflowers. If you're new to this channel, I am Nico, Webflow developer and co-founder of Bloggerin, the one and only Webflow partner agency in Munich, Bavaria in Germany. In today's video, we are going to have a look at this particular effect. So what you can basically see, it enters the website, and I find this effect so cool. I found it on Siteinspire and I rebuilt it in a way that it works with the Webflow interactions. And let's jump right into Webflow so I can show you how this is achieved. So right inside of Webflow, we'll see again, it looks awful, okay? But that doesn't matter to us because we are going to get to apply code to make it look awesome. Alright, so I'm going into the custom code section. I'm going to do before body tag. And what you can see right here is basically a script tag. And this script is called CircleType.js. CircleType.js is a JavaScript plugin. And what it basically does is it circles the text like you can see it right here. And then we got another CDN, and it's a jQuery plugin, and it's called Fitted.js. So basically, Fitted.js is there to size everything down so that the whole website and the whole text will be responsive. Now we go over the script that we can see right here. So what you can see basically, and that's going over to the documentation of CircleType. So basically when you have the CircleType CDN, if you go onto the CircleType website, you'll basically have the documentation right here. And what we are going to do is basically we get a new circle type, and then we get document, get element by ID, and then circle text B. So pretty simple, we're just getting an ID and giving this specific element the CircleType.js. So first element is the CircleType text B, then CircleType text A, CircleType text C, and CircleType text D. And if we are going to have a look at the texts, so we're going over to the text wrap, and then we have a look at the circle text. So basically those, the base class is the same, and then they have a combo class of CC1 and CC2 and so on. Basically what it's doing is I'm having a ID applied to all of these texts. So first is the circle text A, then circle text B, then circle text C, and then circle text D. And these IDs are being applied in the code when I'm going over to it again. Right here, apply, for example, to the circle text A, apply a circle type to this ID, and then it's giving this round effect. Alright, and what have I done to make everything somehow bigger? So basically that's simple, because what we're going to do is we just, in this case, I've basically made the text bigger. So the circle text CC1 has a size of 60 pixels, then the CC2 has a size of 110 pixels, then the next one has a size of 150 pixels, and the next one has a size of 220 pixels. So with this, it's gonna make sure that it looks even. So you gotta have to play around a little bit with the text sizes, but yeah, eventually that's pretty simple. Alright, so that's it for the circle types. And now what you're gonna see is when I'm clicking onto this enter, then everything kind of rotates and you're going inside of the website, and then this text wrapper appears. So how was this achieved? Basically, this is achieved now with the completely Webflow interactions. So there's no custom code, so we're going to get right inside of the Webflow interactions. So on a element trigger of mouse click, I've got the text scroll animation, and inspect this animation. And now what you see, that's basically the whole animation, okay? So first of all, we have the opacity of this section to 0% so that it doesn't appear, because otherwise, this section with the header and the paragraph and the button would appear right away. That's what we're gonna have to avoid with this 0% opacity. We have a set of move of 70 pixels, so that the text wrap will, once it's going inside, will come up. So what you can see, and I'm gonna refresh this again. When I'm going inside, what you'll see, it's not coming directly in text, it's hovering from the bottom to the top, and then it's appearing. And then right here we have our first rotate. So when I'm clicking on this button, the C circle text CC1 will rotate. And it has a delay of 0 seconds and a duration of 4 seconds. And the easing is set to odd cubic. And then it's rotating 150 degrees. And now we go to the second rotate. This rotate has a delay of 0.1 seconds, 4 seconds duration, odd cubic, and that's essentially the same. And then we're gonna go over to the third rotate, and this is the same as all the others. The only thing that's different is that here's the delay is now 0.2, and on the fourth, the delay is 0.3. So that's why all these rotations are not applying right away. It's like one begins, then the other begins, and then the third, and then the fourth, with this simple 0.1 second delay. Yeah, and then obviously the opacity of this C button gets to 0. So basically what you see is that this button is basically disappearing. That's with this opacity set to 0 happening. All right, and then the C text 1 will disappear. So what's important to understand is the next C text 1. Basically, we have first of all the opacity of going to 0%, and then the C text 1 will be scaled up to 5. So what's basically happening, and you can see it right here, is that the opacity gets down to 0 and it's scaling down. So that's the scaling down, it's scaling up. So that's the way this zoom in effect is applied, with just a simple scale of the C text. All right, so going over to the section, basically for that, I've just set the opacity to 100%. So now, first of all, right here in the top, the section right here is set to opacity of 0%, and with this interaction, it's appearing to 100%, and at the same time, it's going up with the move to 0 pixels again. So basically, this will then apply to the text being moved up. That's it, how the Webflow interaction is done. On responsive, it will look the same. It's looking like that. Alright, so that's it for the Webflow interaction video. I hope it was insightful for you and you could learn something from it. If you need professional Webflow help, then you can contact us at contact@bloggedin.de, or just go onto our website and give us a request. We see each other in the next Webflow video, and till then, happy coding!